Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome to episode 2 in our playthrough of SGS Battle for Stalingrad. Now in the first episode we kind of showed an overview of the game and we played the first 2 days of the 64-day campaign. We made some inroads, as we can see in the map. I've turned on the control marker, so the red areas now are Soviet controlled. The darker green areas are our forces, the German controlled here. And just up in kind of the central area here, we did kind of surround those units in the State Farm region is what it's called. I do wonder, there is a forage capacity for areas, and so I wonder if actually, even though we've cut these Soviet units off, they might still be in supply. So I'm not sure the plan to reduce their supply will work in this game. We got repulsed a little bit here on the edges of the outskirts of Stalingrad here, although we did make some inroads to this section as we closed in on the city. And then of most importance, down here in the worker settlement, we were able to kind of get a foothold in the city. So now we come to our second 2-day segment. We finished a card draw segment and we're going to go there. We'll let go through on that. So we are all good there. Now we get some reinforcements. Let's see what we've got here. This is basically explaining the support marker system. We might get 1 to 3 cards that we can play with moving units to give them a morale bonus and combat factor bonuses and movement bonuses in the stack, which is pretty good. And I'm not sure if we got any there. We do have one here, but I'm going to hold off. I'm going to save that for right now. We had that last turn, so we are going to leave that as is. We do not want anybody to rest, so let's drive on. Destination for reinforcements, we get some barbed wire. Let's put that right down here in the worker settlement because I feel like an urban location for that will be good. Okay, and we get some supply here. Let's put this, and I'll find a big glob of units here. Yeah, I feel like this year we want to try to push out. One of our big goals, I hope in this turn, is to push out of this train station number 2. This is where we got repulsed in the last battle, but we did beat them down quite a bit. So let's give the supplies up here to this 4th Army element that's going to probably be attacking on that part of the settlement. So that should give us some bonuses there. Now we've got to decide, we've got only 2 orders cards. So I've got to decide which 6th Army units we're going to place those on at the moment. I'll think about that and then we'll be right back. So our 4th Army units are already in supply because of the they have 8 days of supply that we've got at the beginning of this offensive. But we have got a pretty big clump of 6th Army forces right here. So we're going to play one of our orders cards and activate this larger group here. So we will do that. They should be able to move. And we're going to give our 2nd orders element to, this is a kind of a group of tanks and armor, and they're kind of sitting behind the lines. So I think I want to have them push past these units and attack here in this area. And then if they get repulsed, they'll kind of probably retreat into this area. And then next turn we'll have a big glob, kind of a massive force to be able to activate in our next turn. Now we get to allocate air and artillery bombardment. Our rough plan, again, is going to be try to push back these rural areas as we can kind of close in the city in kind of a sweeping line here. And then hit these 2 areas, train station number 2 and then the lumber mill really hard with our first urban offensives. So I'm going to kind of activate our air and artillery bombardment to hit all these kinds of areas pretty well. Then I'm going to actually, after that, I'm going to start moving our forces into to kind of move this along a little bit more briskly. I'm going to kind of move those forces up, and then we'll see what we look like, kind of got our attacks set up here. We do, as well as we start this out, have 2 cards for observers. And I want to see what's down in here in the city again, too. So let's check this out. Rubble and trenches, not much there. Interesting. So we should be able to push through into this lumber mill pretty easily. That's good. And now I want to see, however, what's up here in this. This was a large force here in the train station number 2. And yeah, whoa, there's a lot here. We've got turrets. We've got the commissar who was wounded in the last one. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, 6. We did kind of beat them down a little bit, but not too much. They've got a couple of really strong infantry units here. If we're going to get this, we're going to need to hit them with everything. I'll get our bombardments going, and I'll get our forces allocated here. We've allocated all our units for this 2-day segment. I'm still wondering what we're going to do about this big blob of Soviet-controlled area up here. We do have some forces to the northeast, right up here in the top corner of the map, but there's only 2 kind of segments, and I don't think it's going to be enough to clear that area. So I'm guessing things are going to change up here, but I'm not quite sure. Down here, we're going to hit the front with air power and kind of artillery to try to weaken this. We do have attacks going into this area here, kind of pushing back here. Another attack trying to take this area. This area was unoccupied, so we're able to grab that one from the Soviets. Oh, we have some more units. These units can also move. I don't know. Yes, I know what I'm going to do with them. We are going to actually have them join this battle down here. We're throwing some forces to try to capture this area on the outside, and then in here, the big battle is train station number 2. Now, unfortunately, this large, massive forces, I was hoping to have swing up here, as well as to try to take the what is this? The southern part of this kind of area right here on the eastern, on the coast of the next area up on this side of the river. But they're getting pinned by artillery, so they can't move. So I had to pull as many units out as we could. We're throwing together a ragtag force. We have about 15 different units attacking this, and we are hitting it with everything we've got. There's our attack forces. So this is going to be a massive battle, and I'm hoping we can take train station number 2. We've got air power and artillery kind of pounding them. So let's get started and see what's going to happen here with our attacks. I'll click this, and I'll kind of come back for the big ones here. So we got our 4 big attacks to go through. Let's see how these go. We'll try the leather factory here first, which is, oh, they've got some pretty strong reinforcements here. This is, I think, the area just outside of town. Hopefully we can hit them hard here. Nice. We've got a lot of hits on there too, but we are somewhat outnumbered here. Oof, okay. Odds of us winning though are 75%. Let's hope we can push them out. Attacker cards. We could use attacker cards. Air support. 75% chance. No, I'm going to save it with a 75% chance of win. We want to save it for one of our other ones down, kind of that big battle we've got coming up. Let's hit them hard. Ah, that's not good. Still 75% chance of a win. Hope we can push them out. Soviets, the side is routed. Mobile units retreat. Victory Axis. Excellent. Okay, let's take a look here, which is Aviagorodok. This is one of the peripheral areas as we try to push into the city here. See how we do here. Wow, the Soviet... Oh, this was the area that has this tough group of forces. Ah, we ran into kind of meat grinder. We had to retreat here last time. What are our chances? 46% chance of winning. We're going to retreat right away. We're going to really need to push them out here somehow. Yeah, I don't like these odds. 50% chance. We're going to retreat. We don't want to get in these kind of toe-to-toe meat grinders where we're going to lose our forces here. Another attack on the outskirts here at Hill 126. Let's see how we do here. Okay, so we badly outnumbered them there. We should be able to clear this. Pursuit round. Let's see if we can wipe this unit out. Did we get it? Nope, not. We can break through here, but no place really to break through that would not result in casualties. So we will just stay where we are. Yeah, we'll just kind of say that. Now, the big one. Train station number 2. A massive battle down here. We are throwing almost half of our 4th Army forces. Look at this. Oh my goodness, aircraft and everything. And we're up to an 84% chance of win down here. So massing forces. Let's hope we can put a massive hit on them. We wiped out the rubble. We hit a turret here. Let's get our artillery firing. Let's put some big hits on them. Nice. Attacker cards. We've got a 91% chance of win. I'm going to save our air support because I think those are going to be precious. Let's see if we can push them out here. We want this train station. Let's get a big number of hits here. Nice. Excellent. Soviets retreat from battle. We have pushed them out. Bombardment. And we've taken over this rubble. We've captured it, which should help if they try to mount a counteroffensive. Okay. That wasn't bad. Except for those kind of 2 places up here. Air base is returning. So if we kind of look, we have taken the train station number 2 here. We pushed the Soviets out of this area here. Made some progress up in here. This is proving to be a thorny mess, and we've left ourselves... I wasn't expecting them to hold here, so I thought we would build a line here, so they could potentially sneak in behind us here. Let's see if they are bold. So far, they've just held there. They've held their ground there. But, yeah, so we need to clean up these little things that are sticking up here, these pinpoints here, and then somehow figure out this, but let's do... I'm going to allocate our air defenses, and then we'll go to the Soviet turn. All right, our air defenses are set up. We've got some replacements coming in. Let's see what we've got. I'm not going to use that now because we don't have any troops. Well, I'm going to just kind of check to see if we got anything that's really beat up here. We do have 1 battalion here that's down to 2 hit points. So we will allocate that replacement card there and bring it up to full strength. All right, now we have 10 replacement points. Just going to kind of do the same thing here. See if we've got anything that's beat down pretty badly and try to bring them back up to speed. So we did have an an anti-tank gun battalion that was down to 1 strength point. So I brought them back up to full strength. We're saving the other 9. We'll let them accumulate for the next turn. We'll go to the end of the turn. And now let's see what the Soviets do in response. This just basically gives them the summary here. They're getting more cards. I wouldn't be surprised if they counterattack. You can attack. You can examine one enemy stack. Let's see what they do. Their card draw is done. Reinforcements. Their reinforcement here in the square. Get some hedgehogs for defense. Army support. Can be moving. Select destination region. They're dropping some rubble in there. Orders. Okay, what's going on? They've got some stuff going down here. Lots of things going on. More orders. Yeah, I feel like we're going to get a counterattack here. Or maybe they're just moving things around. I'm not sure. This is that mass up there. Artillery and air bombardment. Okay. Oh, they are hitting us hard here. They are not happy we took that. Friendly civilians, they can examine a stack. They're thinking. We're going to get hit hard with this. All right, so they are pounding us with air and artillery. Hopefully nothing too bad. Nothing there. Oh, nice. We actually allocated air defense there, so we hit their aircraft, which is excellent. Oh, 1 unit. The rubble got beat down, but that's okay. The rubble, and they retreat. Nice. So our rubble got damaged, and we damaged one of their aircraft. We'll take that. This is that pesky... they did hit us. Okay, land battle results. Air defense move. Nice. That wasn't too bad. So, all in all, they are kind of major command. Cost us a victory point. The selected stacks can now move. I think that might be one where we can move like 2 stacks or something. Examine enemy stacks here. We're just getting our new cards. Nice. We got 3 orders. That's badly needed. We want to make sure we play these down. We'll leave that there. Do we want to do it? You can examine 1 enemy stack. Yeah, let's interrogate some prisoners here. And let's see what we've got going here. So this is the north half of the train station. I'm kind of curious what's in here. And we hit the jackpot. There is a ton of stuff. This is where all those units retreated to, I think. So, and we've damaged them pretty well here on that last attack. Some of these are down to 1 strength point. But still, there is a good mass of Russian forces here. I think this is where we're going to hit next. This will be a good target for this turn. See if we can push them out. All right, prisoners interrogated. We are not going to use the... Let me think on this, actually. Yeah, we're not going to use the massive air bombardment at the cost of 1 victory point. That seems a little naive. No, not naive, but a little bit early. Into the Maelstrom. Costs us 2 victory points. 7th is ordered to attack the central part of the city. All units of the 71st 1D receive a +1 combat morale bonus for this turn only. For use inside Stalingrad city. So that would we want to save. It costs us 2 victory points. Anti-tank guns. I'm hesitant to use the ones that cost victory points at this point until we get desperate later on. And then anti-tank guns. 1 enemy armor unit suffers a hit before the start of the battle. That one we want to play soon because we have 4, 8. Yeah, we got 12, 13 cards. We're getting close to the limit here. Reinforcements. 6th Army support. Yeah, I think we might want to play this one now. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to play it and see where we can put it. We'll kind of get a chance to do that later. And rest, we do not want to bring a full strength up yet. We'll save that one there. Reinforcements. Okay, select destination region. Perfect. And these are 4th Panzer Army with the yellow triangle and 6th, I think, Army. The 4th Army with the triangles and 6th Army with these other things. And we've got armor coming here. Excellent. I feel like we can't put them up north. I was going to say we want to put them up north so we can start kind of taking care of this northern area, but we can't. I want them right here, I think, because we need to take this strong point here. These were tough units. I think this is going to be one of our focal areas here. And I think what better to do it than an entire Panzer division, the 24th Panzer Division. Let's drop 3 of them. I guess we have to put them all in the same region. Okay. Put them right there. Boom. Select destination for the barbed wire. We know where the barbed wire is going to go. Train station south. Right there. The barbed wire there. And 6th Army support. We want that right here on this massive blob of 4th Army units that are going to push forth into the north half of the train station. Fighting our way through the train station. Validate that. Excellent. Okay, that confirms all that stuff. Supply comes in. What do we got here? Orders. Okay. Into the mail. So we're not going to use that because that's only good for the city too. I don't want to use it yet now. But we do have orders. Oh, this unit is locked. Interesting. I thought it was mostly... Wow. Okay, I guess we have some... We don't have any 6th Army units in there. I'm not sure why that's locked. That's unfortunate, because well, we're going to unlock it anyway because we need it. It's like half of our army down here. Okay, then we got to think about these other two. I'll be right back. I want to play the other orders on these 2 stacks right here. We're going to put one right there. Unlock this one. We're going to put the other one right here on this armored unit that moved up, because I want to try to hit this bubble here. This is a pretty strong salient right now, and I want to try to knock it out if we can. So we're going to hit it with all kinds of artillery. Our goal really this turn, I think, is going to be to try to take the northern half of the train station, try to get these forces into the lumber mill area down here, and then see if we can knock this salient back and push those units back towards the city. So air and artillery bombardment. I'll start allocating our air and bombardment, and I'll move our forces out. Then we'll execute our attacks. So let's take a look at where we're attacking. I've got a couple of units here. This might only be barbed wire now. It looks like there's not much here. So I'm going to take a risk and push up here with just a battalion and a little bit of artillery fire support here. Down here towards the central. This is that salient. We did kind of observe them. They've got these 3 battalions, some armor and some artillery in here. This was that tough area. Now their strength points are starting to fall, but we do have 17 units attacking them here. It's a massive force coming in to try to wipe this point out, because I think that could push them back quite a bit. We've got a smaller attack going on here, just to the north of train station number 2's northern side. And then again, our big, massive forces here trying to hit this train station. We've got a lot of air and artillery. Likewise, we are pushing forward from this southern part here into the lumber mill area here to try to take this part of the city, kind of making our way from the southern end up of the city here up along the border of the banks of the Volga here. So let's go to our artillery, our attacks here, and see how this goes. I'll kind of I'll clear up the easier ones, the simpler ones, and then we'll be right back. We've done our minor attacks. We have 3 big attacks to take a look at. The lumber mill, train station number 2 north, and then Gorodok. That's that salient with the stronger units up north of the city a little bit. Let's start with the lumber mill down here and see how this looks. This doesn't look very heavily defended. I'm hopeful we can take this relatively easily. It's just some rubble and trenches and things. Let's kind of sweep over this. Good, we hit that. Let's keep going. We really can't lose against rubble and trenches. Excellent. Good. So we've pushed up along the shore of the Volga. We've captured that rubble. That becomes one of our defensive points. Let's take a look at this salient up to the north now. These troops were well dug in defense here, but we have got a large force now with a 78% chance of victory. They do have some air defense here. Nice. We got some hits on them. This is where we brought that fresh armor division in too. Nice. We are not going to play attacker cards because our chances of winning are 86%. Let's do this. Let's hit them. Let's get this. We're trying to take this for 4 days now. It's been the whole week it'll take. Excellent. We rerouted. We get a pursuit round too. That's good. Let's put on some more casualties. See if we can wipe something out. I don't know if they got away or we wiped something out or not. But we can break through too. This would be interesting. Where should we go? Do we want to take a chance here? I think we do. Let's push forward with everything and see what's here. So this is Stalingradsky Airfield. Nice. We've got an anti-aircraft battery and then just a couple of batteries here. Good. Armor should be able to make quick work of this, I think. Hopefully. Any luck? Attacker cards. We've got a 96% chance of a victory down here. We don't want to waste a card on that. And there's not much to hit here. Nice. We suffered some casualties. That anti-tank kind of hit us hard, but we've taken 2 regions there. That's good. Our big battle. Train station number 2, the north side. We took the south the last time. 78% chance of victory. We might want to play one of our cards here. Lots of hits with our aircraft. Good. 80% chance of win now. Let's go. Let's put some damage on them. Nice. Attacker cards. I think, yeah, I'm going to play air support here. 2 extra hits because I want to try to pummel this group as much as we can. I'm just going to play 1. We're not going to play 2 of them here. Let's put some hits on these guys because we have aircraft in here too. Big hits. Boom! Get him! Oh, nice! Soviet society is routed. Mobile units retreat. Commissar has been wounded again. We already wounded him once. Excellent! We've captured some rubble and pushed them out of the train station. I think that was a successful turn for us. So 6 days in now, we've swept through the train station in the North City. We're pushing up along the banks of the Volga here. We're almost to the grain elevator in Volga Station. Still, though, a long way to go, but we are starting to close the noose on this southern part of the city here. The northern part of the city is a whole nother story, though. Maybe we just try to hold this line and then sweep up here? Not quite sure, but we've got air defense move. I'll put this up and then we'll go from there. All right, let's see what the Soviets do now. We've allocated our air defense replacements. Oh, first we got, rare areas. Let's see what this says. Oh, excellent. So we could play this rare area cards. We get +1 extra replacements per turn and regular reinforcements of mines and other support assets. More cards drawn. However, it'll cost us 3 victory points. Interesting. Oh, did we actually had to play that one? Looks like we did, because our victory points went down by 3. But okay, we're going to kind of check our replacements and see what we can fix for what's broken here. For replacements, we did have a number of troops that were down to about half strength, so I've allocated some replacements there to get them a little bit back up closer to full strength, and that's good for replacements. Turn end, let's go to the Soviets' turn. Turn 3, that's their results, basically. They're going to do a lot of stuff. We'll click through this, and as soon as they're done, we'll come back. So they have some artillery bombardment going on in that massive force that we've got up here. We're probably going to take some... Oh, Oberstleutnant Hellerman has been wounded. That's not good. That was it. A little bit of artillery that we took, but I don't think that can be helped. And now they got some air defense, and we go to our turn 4. We'll play one more turn. So as we're going through our card draw, I noticed that the Soviets have actually taken this region behind us here. I don't know how they got in there. We'll have to sort that out, though. I think because we have to have units in there to hold it, perhaps. Otherwise, we lose control of it. But that's a problem we have to clean up. And maybe that's why we lost those 3 victory points. I'm not quite sure. I know we got that card that it said we could play, but it cost 3 victory points. But maybe that was an automatic thing that we played, because I don't see it here anymore. So I'm a little bit confused as to how we lost that zone and how we lost 3 victory points. But we'll sort it out, because we did capture here the lumber mill too. I would think this would have given us some victory points too, but not quite sure what's happening there. All right. Flamethrowers, Germany extra suffers 2 extra hits in battle. Good. Cancels the effect of the gunboat card. I think we want that to play. Continue discard. We have to discard. Okay. So we have too many cards. Now we have to discard. I had to get rid of the massive air bombardment. I'm going to get rid of the major command. I'm hesitant to play those cards to give up the bonus, basically give up the victory points for that benefits. I'd like to see, that feels like a high price to pay. All right, we get some reinforcements here. Let's see what we've got. No, we don't want anything there. We don't want to rest. We should use these cards, though. Otherwise, they're going to be discarded here. We will play 6th Army support for sure. We're going to play that one. All our units are pretty close to full strength. I'm going to hold these one more turn, then we'll play them next turn. Or reinforcements. Let's imagine that we're going to need the armor up here a little bit. So let's put them right here with our 2 battalions of tanks, or companies of tanks. Barbed wire, we know where we want that to go. Right here in the train station north. That's pretty easy. Yep. And then 6th Army support, I'm going to put that in the same place too, because we're going to have them moving forward and pushing forward. Excellent. Reinforcement summary. Let's go to supply. Into the Maelstrom. Nope, not going to play that. We have 3 units we can order forward here. Now, these units are starting to get locked, and I'm not quite sure why, but we definitely need to come back and take this. So 1 unit for an order is going to go here. So we'll unlock you. You're all locked, but there's only a few of you there. We'll leave you there for now. This is our massive force. They're on the move. Up here's on the move. What about here? Definitely probably want to get them moving too. I'll think about it for a second. So we're going to unlock this unit that attacked and that follow through in the Maelstrom, because I think we can have them push through. This looks unoccupied here, undefended, so we might be able to push into that a little bit. I'd also like to see if we can take this sector here, which isn't too highly defended. Let's see what we're going to try to figure out. We're going to have push into there. Yeah, we'll unlock up here too to see if we can knock this strong point off. So that'll work pretty well, I think. Okay. Supply, we get 2 into the Maelstrom. Nope, we're not playing that. We're done for that right now. Air and artillery bombardment. Here we go. Did we get any? We didn't get any observers here. Oh, here we go. I want to see what is that we've seen already. I'd like to see what's right here. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. But they're beat down pretty hard here. they're all half strength or less. I think that's where they retreated to. So I think if we go here first with everything we've got and hammer them, then hit here and attack second, maybe anything that has to retreat from here would get cut off. I think that could work. So yeah, anyway, that's helpful to see that. So that's where we're going to go. We'll match strength against strength and just push as far as we can with this fourth army. Well, we've got them on the move here. All right, so now it's time for us to allocate our bombardments. I'll do that and be right back. So we've had quite a bit of artillery massed up now, so we're kind of hitting some areas just to see what's in there with artillery and some aircraft. We do have one attack pushing forward onto this strong point, this little kind of area that's jutting out into our lines here. So we've kind of rooted that new armor up into here to see if we could hit that. We were able to push up into this area here. It was undefended. We are bombing all along the southern half of the city. And then our big attacks down here, we're pushing across to try to get the grain elevator in here. It looks like it might be lightly defended. We recaptured this area. There wasn't anything there. So I think we just have to leave a unit there, because otherwise, I think I read something where in this game, if you leave an area, the Russian areas unoccupied, eventually they will reoccupy them behind you, which kind of makes sense given where we are. And then our big attack, again, on Volga Station here, a massive attack. I did kind of screw up because we had a massive bombardment. And by the time I had already filled up the artillery and air attacks, you have a limit of 5 on one area. I'd already put in 5 in here before I noticed that we had that. So we're kind of dropping a massive bombing run on this rubble, which on train station number 1. But let's see how this goes. I'll click through these, play the smaller ones out, and then I'll be back for the big ones. So we have that electrolytes plant. That's what I think the Soviets took. They do have a garrison in there. We've only got 2, but I think we're going to do poorly here. Oh, victory axis. Excellent. So now we're not going to lose that one again, for sure. Likewise, down here in this lumber mill area, this Kuibyshev strong point that we haven't attacked yet. So, and I think this is worth 1 victory point. That's why they lost a victory point, because they got that one given up. Okay, so now the numbers are starting to make sense. We are going to have to kind of bring back some forces to try to assault this, but we don't have it yet, so we'll leave it there. Nothing we can do about that right now. All right, now we got some more attacks going. 4 big attacks going here. Let's take a look. Flight School Barracks. This is a smaller attack. Just some hedgehogs there. We have some troops. We're not going to play a card here. That wouldn't make sense. We do have some air power. Victory wiped it out. So that was a lightly defended area. Tartar Wall is this area outside of the city that is fairly well defended, and we've got a 62%, 72% chance of victory. Let's not play an attack card yet. We're going to pass. See how this goes. Hopefully we can get some good hits here. Nice. Good. Wiped out their trenches. We are not going to play the flamethrowers yet. 70% chance of a win. It's kind of attacker cards. Nope, we're not playing it again. Let's fight. Let's hit them here. We could really use to push this back. Oof, suffered heavy casualties. 73% chance. It's going in our favor a little bit. Let's hope we can get some more casualties here. Nice. Soviets retreat from battle. Excellent. And we can break through. The question is, where do we want to go, if anywhere? I like the idea of breaking through. Let's be a little bit aggressive with our armor and go here. And this is Hills 1705, I think it is. Oops, this is not where we want to be. We're going to suffer casualties here. That we just lost some tank artillery. So this is not good. We don't want to be here, not like this. Our armor's going to get hit hard. Oh, not too bad. Still, we're going to retreat. We want to get out of there. We only had a 44% chance of win, so we'll do that. Let's go now to the Volga Station docks, our big battle. Oh my goodness, look at all these forces. Anti-tank guns. We could hit their armor beforehand, or the flamethrower. We're going to play both here, because we got to get rid of some cards too. Flamethrowers and anti-tank guns. Let's hit them with everything. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Beat up the rubble. Let's fire. This is where I wish we had that massive bombardment. We'll take it. 85% chance of a win, though. We've caused some casualties already. Let's keep going. Attacker cards. We don't have any. What do we got? Air support. Let's save 1 card for the next round here. 78% chance we can pull out the victory here. Put some heavy hits on. Oof, this is a big battle here. Oof. Retreat. Excellent. We pushed him out. We've taken over that rubble. Very good. Now we've got the food combine cut off, but I think it's just static defenses that are here. hopefully we can still kind of clear this out without any trouble. Be nice. Okay, with the mines, pioneers going in. Oh, maybe we don't have much here to attack. Okay. 45% chance we win. We're actually going to lose this. These static defenses, I don't think we can take. These are good units, and it doesn't make sense to attack like that. We will retreat and just leave it there behind us. That's good enough. So we weren't able to take that grain elevator, but we do have them isolated, which should help us. Now, I imagine they could bring reinforcements over the Volga here and probably perhaps pour them in there, but I think we can pull back here. We do have this Volga Station salient to take, grain elevator to take, and we got to get these strong points in here behind this too. So even though we've cleared the area, we have to clear the units behind it. Let's let the Soviets go, and then we will be back. I'll put our air defense move up here first. All right, we're going to allocate our, put our air defense up. Let's see what we can do for replacements here. So I spent 4 replacement points, basically trying to top off stuff that had been pretty hard hit so far in the battle. We've still got 10 left, so I'm happy about that. Turn end. Let's go to the Soviet turns and see what they do. And a bunch of cards. I'll click through this and then come back as they attack, or depending on what they do here. So here is their artillery bombardment on that massive German force that's by the river there. They hit our rubble a little bit, but otherwise not too bad. And they're moving around stuff as I watch them and allocating kind of resources in different places. But so far they have not yet counterattacked at any point here. So now we get another major command here for us. We're drawing our cards. We'll do this up here, and then we will stop right here as we go into our 5th turn. So as we look at the map here behind us, how are we doing? Well, we've still got these strong points to clean up in the areas we've taken. We've got the grain elevator area. We still haven't got the grain elevator area. We've got to get the grain elevator. We have to get this Kubyashev strong point. We have to take Volga Station itself. So we got to clean those out. And those are going to be hard to take. But all in all, I'm liking the progress we're making on the south side of the city. We're 10 days into our 64 turn campaign, and we're pushing into the city, heading towards the northern part, but still a long way to go. We're also done pretty well, I think, in the outskirts of the city here, kind of clearing out some zones up there. But this northern salient, this northern bubble here, I don't quite know what we're going to do with that. It looks like, though, in here, they've kind of pulled forces out. So maybe, I don't know what we're going to do. We got to think about that. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll be back with our next episode in a couple of days. I'll put a link to it as soon as it's ready up there. Comments, thoughts, ideas, greatly welcome. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye.